Lads, hope we are all good. So if you're a male trying to build a physique, then you are in luck. Okay, in a few minutes you'll have a much better idea on what course of action to take based on where you are at right now. So here's how I gained 12 kilos during my last gaining phase while not getting fat, okay, which is important. And for reference, I'm going to show you two images here. So this is my body recomp, 12 months apart, same weight. Okay, so I'm standing at 6 foot tall here, 85 kilograms in both of these images, 12 months apart, as I said. Okay, so that's just a little bit of credibility there before I get into what I'm about to show you. Disclaimer, it was obviously not 12 kilos of muscle. Don't let certain posts fool you. I see a lot of coaches saying, look at my client who gained 20 kilos of muscle. That is not the case. Okay, only a certain percentage of that is muscle. Okay, if I gained 12 kilos of muscle in a year, holy shit. I don't think that's possible. Firstly, I started from a primed position whereby I was very happy with my level of condition. This is massively important, cannot be overlooked. Get lean first. Okay, so I'm going to show you where I started from. I'm looking quite tanned because I was on holiday previously, so that helped. But as you can see, my level of condition is really good. And I was a little bit depleted of energy. Okay, I was working under a coach at the time, so we were both very happy with the level that I got to. I was about 76.8 kilos here, okay, down from 85, of course. And yeah, big difference. I was very satisfied with this. I didn't think it was necessary to go any lower than that. Okay, so this is where I started my maintenance phase and reverse diet. Okay, so you don't just start gaining straight away after completing your cut. This is important, but I can't stress enough, getting lean first, if you want to be more muscular and have that physique that you want while maintaining condition and having good condition, you have to be able to see your abs at least before you start that, okay? I can't stress that enough. So that's where I started from, okay? And then this is what I did. I gained weight gradually at an average rate of 0.2 to 0.5 weekly. This is after maintaining my weight for a month or so, okay? So as I said, I didn't start gaining weight straight away when I hit that 77. I maintained 77 to 77.5 for about 5 weeks, okay? Until it was right to do so and start gaining weight. So 0.2 to 0.5 was my average rate of gain weekly, so that condition could be somewhat maintained as I got heavier, and we took it slow. You see a lot of guys now doing the dirty bulk and not really tracking much and, you know, eating everything that's in sight. Let's gain 1-2 kilos a week. And then before you know it, you're in a position where it's going to take you a lot longer to get lean again. Whereas you could have just done it very, very gradually and maintained some condition, and you're shooting yourself in the foot. Okay, so I kept my food quality high. Despite the extra calories I was consuming, I didn't fall into that cycle of what I just mentioned, the dirty bulk. Too many lads do, unfortunately. I did not neglect my cardio and step count. This is another common mistake people make. It's like, oh, fuck it, let's get big, man. Let's bulk, no cardio. I can just sloth around all day. I don't really need to get my steps in as long as I'm getting 4,000 or 5,000. I was always getting 10,000, you know? So it's important to respect your gaining phase, okay, just as much as you are respecting your fat loss phase, if not more, okay? I progressively overloaded in the gym where I could each week, nailing intensity. And you'll notice once you start to gain weight, your energy might start coming up a little bit, your strength in the gym might start coming up. You need to take advantage of that and fuel your performance, and where you can make progressions, you make those fucking progressions. There's no excuses. So if you are in the state where you're not sick, you're feeling good, you have the opportunity to progress on what you did last week based on, I hope you're tracking your lifts, which you should be. It doesn't have to be weight, it can be extra reps, it can be better technique, but in a gaining phase it has to be put to good use, and by that I mean the calories, the extra calories, because otherwise you're not really going to achieve that look that you're going for. So progressive overload in the gym is really, really important. Intensity needs to be high. You need to be getting close to or to failure on, you know, all your movements. Like, as a coach myself, I require form clips from clients, and when they first come to me, it's a very normal thing. Even myself, up until a couple of years in, I probably wouldn't have noticed this. But you look back on the videos and you might have thought, okay, that you were at your limit, but you really had 3 or 4 reps left in the tank. Okay, so take form clips as well. I prioritize sleep and recovery, including regular mobility sessions. Okay, because I noticed as I was lifting a lot heavier, the importance of mobility was even more important. Okay, this doesn't mean you need to be doing an hour mobility session a week. It can be 10 minutes before your session, 5-10 minutes before your session, 5-10 minutes after, or you can have one day where you do a full 20-25 minute mobility session. It doesn't need to take up much time. You can implement it into your weight session already or have it separate no more than half an hour on its own. Okay, this will really transfer into your lifts as well. I was also doing stuff like sauna and ice bath, but really that doesn't do a whole lot. It's just nice for the head, if anything. But mobility sessions allowed me to, for example, one of my best lifts was hex bar deadlifts. I was doing 170 or 180 kilos for 10 reps, which was really heavy. It took a lot of fatigue. It took a lot of energy out of me. My CNS was pretty battered after 2 or 3 sets there. Okay, so if I wasn't doing my lower back or glute mobility or hamstring, whatever, throughout the week, you never know what could have happened there. Okay, could have gotten an injury. I utilized a mini cut when I ran into a plateau and training felt a bit lethargic. Okay, so this was about 4 months, I would say 4 or 5 months into my bulk gaining phase. Okay, and my plan was 6 or 7 months. But I felt like I ran into a bit of a wall, which can absolutely happen because you're getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And eventually you get to numbers where it's a little bit uncharted territory, shall we say. You're not used to these numbers, which is amazing. It's a great feeling. You feel very accomplished. But I found there was a couple of weeks in a row where I was running into a plateau with a lot of movements. Okay, so I took a little bit of a mini cut. I didn't drop a whole lot of weight, maybe half a kilo over the course of a week or 2. Okay, I just stopped gaining. Okay, and then I went back to my gaining phase when ready to do so, and believe it or not, it helped. So my training also became much more efficient while keeping track of my scale weight every day. Okay, so this is really important, tracking your scale weight every day. It's also important when you're in a fat loss phase. Okay, I have some clients who absolutely hate it and we can find a way around it, but if you've no problem taking your scale weight, you have no emotional attachment to it, then there's no issue. Okay, take it every day, put it down into your app or whatever you're using to track. Okay, and then based on the 7-day trend, that's important as well. So my aim, as I said up above, was 0.2 to 0.5 kg weekly. And then only increasing calories when it made sense to do so. So having a coach during this time was helpful for me because sometimes I didn't want to always think about it all the time, even though I know what I'm doing. So for yourself as well, it could really benefit you. Okay, and that leads me on to, if you want help or even a bit of direction on how to take your physique to the next level, just DM me results on Instagram. My username is TPM Coaching and I will be back to you. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. If you found it helpful, please leave it a like and subscribe if you're not already. And I might just do more of these videos. I got a MacBook yesterday, so I'm more motivated to make these kind of videos. So do leave a like if it helped you in any way, okay, and you took something from it. And I will see you in the next one. Cheers, boys.